Monday the 14th kicked off with Verizon, a phone provider harping on about 5G, not worth watching. Followed by Intellivision, what was once a 70s/80s Mattel home computer, resurrected by the power of nostalgia in 2018 as its own brand, ready to talk about the upcoming Amico. I'm sorry, but if I'm buying any overpriced gimmicky console filled with modern games in a retro style, I'm picking the Playdate. You should have got Lucas Pope involved. Take-Two was up next, having already stated they won't bring any games. I gave him a miss. I'm all for diversity, but in the sense of games featuring diverse groups of characters made by diverse groups of people rather than a 45-minute Zoom call. Then was Mythical Games. I'll admit I thought this was a broader title like the Future Game Show, but it's actually a publisher publishing such games as Blanco's Block Party, an MMO incorporating blockchain and non-fungible token technology. Oh no. Okay, we'll give that a miss as well then. Eventually there was something good with the Indie Showcase. You have to see it. Indie's game promo is always great. There was one about a paper plane called Life Slide, which you're seeing now, but I'm afraid the others didn't seem all too appealing. This was followed up by another publisher with a very generic name, Freedom Games, showcasing some indie-style games that I'm certain appeal to somebody, just not me. Then is some sort of esports thing, I think. To be honest with you, I didn't know then, I don't know now. Capcom said that Resident Evil is getting DLC, Monster Hunter will get updates, and Great Ace Attorney Chronicles is still on track, and really stretched the definition of a conference with that few announcements. And then Razer played out the day with some dodgy quality control most likely. All in all, Monday wasn't worth getting out of bed for, and with PlayStation still sulking about their 2018 conference and deciding E3 wasn't worth their time, kinda hypocritically making it way less worth everybody else's time, and deciding to host their own State of Play later this year, which I feel compelled to watch, as last year that was when we got the first Hitman 3 trailer, and EA trying to play the we're too cool for E3 card too, but probably just realising that with their Star Wars license expiring they've literally got nothing to offer. It came down to Nintendo to salvage the entire event on Tuesday. And at least in some people's eyes they did, just not before resurrecting an old tradition and saying you couldn't stream it. Or you could, as long as you weren't in Japan, maybe. I think it's okay to show you this footage, but if it does get my channel taken down, it won't have been worth it, no. First up, Kazuya off of Tekken is coming to Smash Bros. Jolly good for him, that's good for all the folk he lobbed into that volcano. Then Life is Strange is getting a cartoon? What is this? It's just a trailer for the Switch ports of the games. Guardians of the Galaxy is doing much the same, getting on Switch 2 alongside Worms Rumble as well. Astro Ascending looks all anime-y. 2 Point Campus is another game coming to Switch. It'd be weird if it was in the show and it wasn't. And they're remaking Super Monkey Ball 1, 2 and Deluxe, essentially making Super Monkey Ball Deluxe for the series' 20th anniversary. Neat. I still have nightmares about touch and roll. They're making another Mario Party called Mario Party Superstars. And we finally got some more news about Metroid Prime 4. Wait a minute, Metroid 5? Metroid Dread? The first 2D Metroid game in 19 years? Neat. Just Dance is, you guessed it, coming to Switch. Some cars took some drugs. Dragon Ball Z is getting a Switch port, there was a trailer for Mario Golf, Monster Hunter probably hunted monsters, and there's a new WarioWare. Wubba-dubba-dub, is that true? No, that's Rhythm Heaven. They really hit you out of the blue with them, don't they? They wash that down with more anime, it's Persona's mum or something. Like, Final Fantasy 15 is literally as far as I've got into the realm of people with pointy chins and no noses. There was a half-evil bear, they lost me at this point, and then Fatal Frame described itself as a horror adventure game, so I noped right out. I was lured back in a little with the news of DLC for Doom Eternal. FPSs aren't my cup of tea, but I quite like the music. And I was back on board, hey, for Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2. I bet you can't guess which console is getting ported to edition. Strange Brigade is a shooty, but we put puzzles in it. Interesting combo, okay, make note. And then Nintendo was third to get to the Mario & Rabbids announcements after Ubisoft and themselves. They're remaking Advance Wars 1 and 2, which is apparently very good news for people older than me. And then some DLC for the big Hyrule Slice 'em Up game. You remember Linkle? Wonder what she's up to these days. And then it was time to wrap up with just one more thing. Skyward Sword HD is really good, please play it, please forget about the amiibo thing. But wait, there's one more thing! A Game & Watch to celebrate the 35th anniversary of Zelda, featuring The Legend of Zelda, Zelda 2 and Link's Awakening. And it's sold out. But wait! There's one more thing! The Breath of the Wild sequel that we won't tell you the name of because that's spoilers apparently. That sounds like you need a better title to me, but okay. It's going to do a Skyward Sword and have a Skyloft style realm made of bits of the old map I think, as well as, it looks like, feature some kind of time travel phasing through matter ability. Yeah, that's pretty cool actually. And that was Nintendo. plenty of things I didn't care much for, but also a lot that I can't deny looked pretty cool. The Switch really does seem to be winning me over. It's a shame there was no Switch Pro news. Nintendo had already announced they were going to talk about software only, and so maybe we've been duped once again. It just seems so real though, and I need it to be so it can drop the prices of the ones currently out. But in any case, this concludes E3. The actual convention concluded with Bandai, Eureka, and an awards show, but by that point I needed to start writing these things, so you know how long that took me. Overall, lackluster, the highlights being Xbox and Nintendo, the only two of the big three still in attendance. I do worry for the future, but I'm willing to hold out till this pandemic is gone for good and we can take to the physical stage once more to draw a real conclusion about the state of things. In any case, it knocked me right out. I need a break, so I'll see you when I see you. Bye!